Hi there, how are you today? Diana from Adirondack Girl at Heart. I teach vintage and antique lovers how to create successful antique businesses that they love. One of the ways I do that is through these YouTube videos. I also have a website, adirondackgirlatheart.com, and I have courses and digital products over on teachable.com. And you can find links to all of that down below in the description. Today, I want to talk about vintage and antique Christmas. The first thing that I'm going to share with you are some vintage and antique Christmas ornaments. Some of them I'm going to use to create some amazing wreaths, and here's one of them. Isn't that delightful? It even jingles. It's made up of mostly vintage, some antique Christmas ornaments, and I plan to sell it for about $35 to $40. And I make them with vintage ornaments that I find when I'm out shopping in the wild. Here's a couple that I came across recently. I bought a box for $5 at an estate sale, and I'll be showing you the items from that box. There's two of them. These will go on a future wreath that I'm planning on making using cool vintage ornaments like that. The other ornaments in the box were Shiny Brights. That's a kind of a classic shiny bright look with some, oh my God. Oh, that was terrible. Okay. Here's a classic shiny bright ornament with bright colored stripes and some mica glittery embellishment there, and the cap, the little metal cap, reads Shiny Bright, made in USA. And I have a box full of 8 of those. Well, now it's 7, right? I have a box of them. This one has some bells on the side, and this one has some little toys and Christmas decorations. This one shows Santa and his reindeer, and on the side it says now Dasher, now Dancer. So that's a stenciled ornament. People really do like those. Here's another one with stenciled decoration, and here's a really sweet one with a forest scene, a deer, and some trees. And this one you can really see it's got toys, the sailboat, there's a duck, there's a riding horse, and there's a clown. So individually these sell for like $1 or $2 from an antique booth. So what I will do is I will gather them together in a group of 12 and sell them on eBay for $25 to $30. That's what they were selling for last year. So I hope they're selling for the same amount this year. And the last ornament that was in that box is this really nice Victorian or early 1900s piece. These are mercury glass beads here, and these are foil wrapped bells and a nice little leaf decoration. So I will list that on eBay and hope to get about $20 to $25 for that piece. So other ornaments that I picked up recently came in a bag, and the bag was $2, and it contained a few ornaments that I'll use on the wreath, the type of wreath that I showed you. These are newer, but they have an antique look, so those will go on the tree. This I will sell separately. This is a sweet little choir boy holding his music. It's not signed on the bottom, but it has a very German look to me, and it should sell for about Well, I might sell that on Etsy maybe for $10 to $12. Now the other pieces from that bag are all glass ornaments marked Poland on the top. These are newer looking caps, so I'm going to say these are modern, but look at the detail on that beautiful ornament. Here's another drum-like. Here too, they're missing their caps, strawberry and a snowman, and love that star. Last two are a little bit plainer, the heart and the star. So I will probably group those together and sell them on Etsy, hopefully for like 15 to 20, maybe 25. And I'll include this one also, even though the cap isn't marked. I'm not sure that you can actually be able to read that, but that says Poland. So that's it for the ornaments. This is one of my favorite recent finds that I already have priced to bring up to my shop. It's a wooden sleigh with some sort of mica glittery plastic embellishment on it, and it does have a little repair, what I would call an early repair there. I have it priced at $32 and I paid $3 for it. I think that's marvelous. It would be a great container for cards, Christmas cards, or pine cones, or lots of other things, right? Along that same line, here are two newer decorations. They're both snowmen, but they're very glittery, made to look antique, and they should bring, they cost $1 each, and they should bring about $12. I'll sell those in my antique booth along with this darling little Putz house. So you may or may not know that I have a course, a digital course on Christmas decorations. It is specifically about Putz houses and mercury glass garlands and bottle brush trees. And I'll link to that. So this Putz house is very, very simple, very plain, but in good shape, not marked on the bottom. I priced it at $10 to sell from my antique booth. I sell older, more embellished examples on Etsy. So you can see I have a couple listed right now. I also will take really Putz houses in bad shape, and I will embellish them with new but vintage looking decorations. And I wrote a whole article about that last year. They are the cutest thing ever. And I'm including this in Christmas because I think these were originally developed by a German company, which these are German, I believe, but for the purpose of decorating at Christmas time, kind of little Putz pieces. So this is a whole set. It's multiple houses, this church, some fencing, some trees, and a few animals. And one person. Here's the person. I think it's all horses. There's a little person. These sell really, really great for me on eBay, and I paid $1 for it. It should sell for about, I'm going to say $35 to $40, and it's got its own little box there to hold it. They sell really well. Something else that sells really well, this on Etsy, are Christmas tree pins. And the ones that you want to look for are the ones that are signed. And this one is signed Jerry's. It's a popular Christmas pin creator, especially Christmas trees. This one doesn't have any rhinestones, but it does have one little faux pearl up there. And then this is enamel paint, the red ornaments there. And it should sell for about $15. So keep your eye out for Christmas tree pins. Die cuts are a favorite among Christmas decorator collectors. This one is so charming, right? Santa with his green mittens. And I have it priced at $5. I'll put it in my antique booth. This one is printed in in the USA. And I like to pick up vintagey looking stockings whenever I can. And this one I have listed for $5 because it has a name on it and because it's not in perfect shape. It's a little stained up here on the white part on both sides. But let's say if this was in better condition, I would price it more in the $12 range. And here is a cute little golden book, The Chipmunks Merry Christmas. And the way that you tell if it's a first edition is you look and see that there's only one date right there, 1959, and then double check in the very back spine. And there is, I don't think you'll be able to see it, but on this side in the spine is the letter A, and that means that it's a first edition. I have it priced at $10 I'll bring it up to my antique booth, and I have a course on little golden books, and I have an article on my website and a price guide on my website that you can get access to for free when you sign up for my newsletter. And here is a charming, that's my word of the day, charming. A round tablecloth in really, really good condition. I picked it up at Salvation Army for $3.99, and it's going up to my antique booth, and I priced it at $18. It's in fairly good condition. It doesn't have any real condition issues except for it has been washed. So it's like a tiny bit faded. That's what I would call that, a little bit faded. And then every year I try to pick up as many red wooden beaded garlands as I can because they sell like crazy for $10. So I picked that one up for $1. This I thought was so cute. It's frosty, old-fashioned root beer. And so it's not explicitly Christmas, but to me, I think it would really fit in well with Christmas decor, and I have it priced at $10. Did I say I paid $2 for that? And the last piece of Christmas that I have for you today is, I'm going to use that word again, charming. How about delightful? Delightful record. I don't know that the record is particularly valuable, but for 50 cents, I thought that's great for decorating, right? You could even frame it and hang it on the wall. I will put it in my antique booth and price it at, I think, $10. Do you think it's worth $10? Let me know. All right, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed seeing my Christmas vintage finds. Hope you'll follow, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome. And as always, happy hunting.